fed up, I'm fed up. It's pressure, it's gang, you can't hang. We slamming out whoever, I keep it on.
Mere feet from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're underway in Atlanta. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. By man, he's in the clear. C.D. Lamb! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About ready to go now. 1st and 10.
Come 19. Come 19. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
70 Rangers, 19 Lions.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Ball came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And air it out on 3rd. And they knock away another one. 3 straight passes, Brock failing to connect. That brings us to 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Escapes the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Back to the air they go on 2nd down. Throwing the out route complete. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go now.
They're going to try and throw it here. Fits it through the middle. And he's finally down to put a stop to this. this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that game. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of 11 yards. It's second down.
Here's a throw. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He goes to the hurry up here.
To number 88. It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third down.
To the air on third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Out is Tyler Luke for the field goal attempt. It's a 39-yarder from the left hash. Luke knocks it through, and that will add to their score.
How about that? He gets to add a field goal to his extra point. At 2 series in, he knows he's played a big role in this one.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they're within striking distance already as he gets it down inside the 20.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have got...
And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons face a 4-point deficit. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. Get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard
line. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. They're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, off to the 30. Looking now from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing now, out of the shotgun. Brought in right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Throwing from the gun. Catch made over the middle. And nothing to speak of after that catch as the completion gets him down to the 21. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. Caught by his back. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Well, you love when you can go from 1st down to 1st down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that, and it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
From the red zone on first. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles stretch their early lead to 9. Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Rolling from the gun here. Gets him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a first down. You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
18, here we go, shot.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Gets this one to London. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
79 Broncos.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10.
60 Eagles. Dragon 60. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Pass play now. Now here to London. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
He's going to throw it again. Hits him on the out route. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
18 Cardinals. 19, 18, 19, Lions.
Still sticking with the passing game. That's completed right side. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
19.
At the 17-yard line.
19 tight. 9, go.
From the red zone now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
This winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They are throwing it again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. A tough one to retain through that hit. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
And 3 yards to go.
He'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
First down, Philadelphia.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Here's Luke for the point after. And the kick is no good. The snap was off the mark, and that leads to a miss hit on the point after. So after the missed extra point, he is still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. Darius Davis to return it. Making some progress here. Shoves one away. A field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
I just love to see that. I love to see the momentum created out of the great special teams play. And look at the fist bumps. Look at the little pats on the butt. Look at the little more juice this offense has now. Set up with great field position.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Buffalo 18, Viking 18, Cub 19, Cub 19. Ready.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Man downfield, and he finds London. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
1st and 10.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Now looking to throw. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons chop some of the lead off before the half. For the point after, here's Aubrey. And it's good, but the choice to kick there means this still is a 2-possession game in the 2nd half.
Falcons 14.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, it's tipped! It's tipped! Interception! Picked up by Deontay Banks. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
60 Maverick. Ready? Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go.
Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And dropped with a big hit at the end of that, but the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Cougar 19. 60 Eagles.
7-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throws out, and he gets back to the line, but no more. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
7-yard line.
Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
18 Pioneer. 70 Timberwolves. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready?
Sticking to the air here. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 1-score game before halftime. Drake London with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere in football. Like you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
They're throwing it. And that's another one. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
He's got it inside the 25. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime.
Tyler Luke on the extra.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Whether or not middle field open or close, like a single high or 2 high. Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Airing it out to start this drive. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. We've set it down from 37.
Get it. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Going now on 1st down. Look at that power. Deep left side. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
A gain of 15.
Working on 1st down.
Eagle 1st down.
And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Not on the same page with his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. He's going to throw it. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that grows their lead to 12. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Check. Go street.
Starting this drive with a design run. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
70, 79, 19 tight.
He'll pass it this time. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
70 Timberwolves, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Come 19.
Throwing from the gun here. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He gets 6 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And 18, Pioneer. Go.
Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time. That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He has the first over the middle, and he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Offense in a hurry up here.
Cowboy 80, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Still sticking with the passing game. This is a heater going deep. He's got it inside the 10. We will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Offense in the hurry up here.
19 tight, 19 tight.
From the red zone now. And he's got it. Has a layup for it, but touchdown. The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
You know, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You've got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Now throw to start the drive. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Looking quickly here. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. He's across the 20, still going. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's 2nd down coming up.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win. The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd down from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles push the lead up to 12. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Has this at the 6. Shoots away from one. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. Rolling into enemy territory. And the big play is finally put to an end.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
He completes it in traffic. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Offensive line fast. Throwing it on 2nd down. Buys time, rolling right. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter.
Ready,
To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down.
Down. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons now within 1 score in the 4th. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown.
The kicker on.
All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback after the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Chased out to his right. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory. But that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
I'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Back to the air they go on 2nd down. They did it! He made the interception! Terrion Arnold has it! And he brings it back for the pick 6 and the Atlanta touchdown. Late in the game, Brock, the lead, and if this holds, the win are theirs off the biggest play we've seen all game defensively.
Okay, by this point in the game, you're spent physically, but as defenders, you've got to be at your sharpest mentally. You're caught off guard, and this game could be over. Catch them off guard. All of a sudden, now you're defending a lead.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Back to the air following that pick 6. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. That's Lamb running the slant. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. It slips through. 2nd down coming up.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Throwing it again here. On the move, headed right. It's grabbed inside the 30. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the go.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
7 Pirates. 7. Ready.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Offense up to the line fast.
55 catch.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. downfield, and he finds London. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's a Falcon first down.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, Panther 60, Panther 60, 70, 18, 5.
Back to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play, forced to throw it away right there, an awfully difficult third down now staring you in the face.
19 tight, cup 19, Dragon 60. Steady.
Back to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Drake London. And that brings up 4th and long. Got all of it, and this is good. And they cut it down to within a field goal.
I bet you, Kate, if we were down there right in his mind, as that ball sailed good through the uprights, his mind was already thinking about the next one. If this score holds and he gets another opportunity, well, the game could be on the line with that one.
Here's a return from the 7. And he'll be out of bounds after a tough return. Offense looking at its own 17 to begin the drive. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First and 10, they're going to throw. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move this chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Setting up to throw. He rolls to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nice caught. He's got Lamb. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. With 16 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. I'll throw it. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to pass it here. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet. That's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Back to throw. Brown still throwing, and this is intercepted. Picked up by Deontay Banks. And the Falcons Falcons take over with a chance to win this game.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
New set of downs from 37.
Here we go. Set. Let go.
He'll look to throw it. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Ready? 19. Cowboy, go.
Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Well, much credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Now to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
That one is good. And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. This one misses the tight end, and it sets up second down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Throwing the out route complete. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Back to throw now. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. So there's the timeout called, and we're going to see if they think there's enough time for 2 plays or just one last snap. Just a yard left to go on second down. They are throwing it again. Escapes the pocket. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home.
Yeah. Clears out.